So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. Pressure got home on that last play. It forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up, but he did so. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Patriots' 36-yard line.
A give running right is Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They send Parker in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Jones throw taken in by Thornton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Back to throw again. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Folks kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Chubb will get the call, running left. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Working with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Down right around the 25.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Greg Newsom.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is scoring points in there. So many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly... oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Jones throwing on 4th down, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Watson on 1st down. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And now Watson throws another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw again on second down. Jones. This one swung outside to Strong. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jonnu Smith, 48 yards. And the Patriots have retaken a third-quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Harris running straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
To my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The center receiver in motion to the right. On fourth down, Jones. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
13.
Here's the rookie fourth-round pick, Pierre Strong. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Now that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. What a move. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On the give, this is Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jones to throw. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jones. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. Into the hands of Cooper. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. Now Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4...